Welcome to Scaredycast.
Dude, can you do your best version of the Dead Man Tell No Tales thing that hangs over the pirates?
Welcome to Scaredycast.
No, I meant like say like dead man, like say that.
Dead Man Tell No Tales.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You ever been to Disneyland, Kelsey?
Yeah, like once.
God,
Like
there
once.
is no. You can't do this. You can't bring up Disneyland and just expect to move on. Because now I'm just like,
God damn
oh
it,
my
Brian.
God, I love Disneyland.
That's what this episode's
There
about.
is no
I'm kidding.
more peaceful place, in my mind at least,
Mm-hmm.
than that bayou part of Pirates of the Caribbean. Whenever like you've left and you're just floating,
Where the restaurant
and
is?
the music's just like, dun, 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 dun,
Little banjo.
dun, dun.
A little noise.
And you look up and it's like the night sky and there's like
The
fireflies.
fireflies.
Oh my
and the
God.
swamps of Louisiana.
Guess what? That could be your life. You could live in Louisiana.
Speaking of the swamps, you also listen to Mangy Bones. If you
Yeah.
haven't listened to this new album, they also dropped new merch, and I'm like, gonna get it.
I love Mangy Bones.
Check out Mangy Bones.
Kelsey, what in the F is that?
Do we have a guest on the show? What
What
is
is
that
that?
thing?
This is my Fresno Nightcrawler.
It's huge.
You guys,
4 feet tall.
you're gonna have to go to Instagram to be able to see, because I want a picture of us like standing by each other,
Just
so you guys can
for
really
scale.
see for size comparison. Because this thing is massive, thanks to Lucky Cat's Workshop. Oh my God, you guys! Look, you guys remember when I was cuddling with this tiny little one that we're giving away?
Yeah, I got a big,
It's like-
you got a big boy.
It's literally like the tiny one that I was cuddling with is
That's
smaller
like a
than
1 to 50 scale. If
Yeah.
that was like a
at
model.
least.
Yeah.
At least. What is this? A reading center for ants? No, but this is my. No, you guys don't know.
I do know that. Yeah. I was
Okay,
just waiting
no
to see your
one-
reaction.
I was,
No one left, so.
I went like this. I smiled, but it was silent.
oh, be my dog.
Nice.
It's from the same movie.
Yeah.
What's
Wait, now you don't know the
Whenever
movie?
he's,
when he's going under a
whenever he's
trance?
hypnotizing him.
Oh, that's not usually the part that I quote. So. You guys, Lucky Cat's Workshop literally had to. Okay, we're gonna stay on Zoolander.
You challenging me to a walk off?
Oh, don't get him started.
It's a walk off.
Oh,
It's a
damn it,
walk-off,
Kels.
everybody.
Put a cork in it, Zane.
The Hans is so hot right now.
Dude, that's a awesome, lovely, cuddly.
It is so
I'm
soft.
so happy.
And it's filled with like Santa Claus beard. It's the softest, most
It's so
plushy
soft.
stuff ever.
And I need to name it. So we're going to go on
I have a
Instagram. We're
name.
going to ask people what they suggest, in addition to your guys' suggestions, which I don't know.
yes.
Because right now I'm kind of thinking Mr.
Balls?
Fresno.
Mr. Fresno.
Mr. Fresno. Is
You
that
have to-
kind of cute?
You have to
I
give
like
him
it.
like you have to give him a hat then if he's Mr.
No.
He's got to have like a nice
Call him
50s hat.
No.
Ooh.
No,
What?
no.
Wasn't he that pitcher who like took a bunch of acid and threw a no-hitter?
Holy shit.
That's awesome. I have no idea.
It was like a documentary on Netflix. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
Just to make sure I'm
I
so the
have
baseball
a
fans
name.
look better.
Wait. Where are we submitting the name? Whatever?
Just probably on all of our channels.
Okay. Well, I will put my suggestion on all of our channels.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
a
you're
lie.
gonna-
It'll
you're
probably
gonna-
just be Instagram.
You're going to keep it suspenseful?
Yeah, I mean, I could do it now, but I don't want anybody to steal my idea, and they're going to be like, "We took." Well, no, I guess I should say it now.
Just do it, and then we'll be able to see that you did it.
I want him to be named Galveston.
Galveston. Okay.
Galveston Turnpike?
Oh, not Galveston Turnpike.
Not Galveston Turnpike.
Ooh, Galveston
remember.
Turnpike.
I'll never
I would
forget.
love for
And he's
you.
English,
Whatever you want. Whatever you want him
or
to
is
be.
he Southern?
He's your whatever.
Galveston Turnpike.
You know what? Maybe no.
Sir Galveston
Well,
Turnpike.
see, he can be both.
Okay.
So you know how like there's like Spanish and English is Spanglish? What would British and Southern be? Like a Southern accent? Like a British hick?
English.
A redneck, except you'd call it red coat?
What kind? Like Cajun? Like Cajun?
Cajun. Oh, I guess
It can't be
kinda.
Cajun or any of that because it's from Fresno.
Oh, yeah, it's California. Maybe he's just a
Could be
bro.
like a surfer dude.
Maybe just call him Chad.
I will not be sleeping.
You
with
should
a
call
cat.
him. You should call him Zeke.
Bodie?
Zeke is such a cool. Oh. Then you could say you go to sleep with Zeke every night.
I just have to like make sure that I.
Well, we'll leave it up to Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see what
because
don't take our suggestions.
Brian's going down a weird.
It's just gonna be balls. I'm just gonna be like, call him balls.
Hey guys, I'm going to sleep with balls now. Like, this thing is so fucking cute. You're gonna call it balls? Get out of here.
It's cute.
Balls is not a cute name.
How about Dumper?
How about we go to the creep of the week?
You know what? Wait,
Creep.
wait. I just have to show he
Oh, look at
does.
that.
Look at
He's
this
got a fucking donk, dude. Like
ass booty.
Look at that.
booty, working everywhere.
Dude,
He got a BBL, man.
motorboat his
Love it.
butt.
No,
Do it.
She thought
This is
about
my
it. She
child.
thought about. Oh, now it's
and
weird.
I'm wearing makeup. So and then it's like, oh my god, I just have like my
little
face
kiss
is like
marks
on.
all over his butt cheeks.
Ew.
Oh,
I bring it. Ew. Okay, never mind.
she almost went there.
Nope.
Almost got her. Hey, what did you say? Creep of the week?
Creep of the week?
Let's do Creep of the week. I love Creep of the week.
We have one. All right, this man still remains unidentified.
Oh.
We were trying. Okay, so last week was an off week because we're recording every other week and we're doing double episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were at Mackenzie's and we were brainstorming for our live show, which is happening June 15th here at Ghostlight Theater. Nathan Basil is our special guest. We're gonna have some improv. Go to scaredycast.com to be able to get tickets because guess what? They're going fast.
Presented by Evil Izzy's Haunted Emporium.
By Evil.
Open now. For all your costume, makeup, and spooky needs.
Or just go because they're like such a sweet family and they're awesome.
They're amazing.
So just go. Give them money.
All right, you guys. So our creep of the week was found doing naughty things at a gas station.
Naughty?
Naughty.
Is this the guy with the pump?
Yes.
Pump,
So
pump, pump.
In more ways than one.
in more ways, he was double timing. So we were trying to explain this story to Brian because we were at Mackenzie's. We were brainstorming. We were trying to get a little scaredy
In case you
casting
guys are
going
wondering,
on.
Mackenzie's is a amazing bar that we frequent often.
It's a local.
I love it. It's my favorite place.
The local watering hole. And they got lots of Christmas lights and it's really cool.
I literally love that place. If you guys, my birthday's coming up. If you guys want to give me a birthday present, if they have gift cards, give me gift cards.
I bet you there's a lot of guys that would take you to Mackenzie's if you offered that.
They got great espresso
All
martinis.
right,
I'll
we're
take you up
putting
on
this
it
out.
as long as you're not weird.
Everyone, if you want to take Kelsey out to Mackenzie's,
I just get murdered.
just ask me. I'll shoot you her address.
Thank you. So we're trying to explain this story to Brian, and like we just couldn't like really articulate. But by the time we were telling Brian, it had only been a couple days since this happened, and the video was already like wiped off of like the face of the planet, and now you can only see blurry screenshots. But let me just tell you, there's this old guy being filmed from by someone's camera phone. He is just slowly, just imagine he's at a gas station. And then it's been identified as like Italy probably, so petrol station.
A petrol.
And he is standing there, pants down, weighing and balls out. He is slowly inserting a gas nozzle into his ass. It goes up there. It is up there. So he's like literally one hand, gas pump up his ass. The other one, and he's got a fucking schlong, you guys. It is like a big dick. And he's like, not even kidding. So he's like starting to jerk off. Then he kind of like does like one of these like slow like turns.
Wait a minute, I'm in public.
Sees the camera sees him, and then he's like slowly takes it out and then starts putting his pants up.
Anybody would be watching me at this gas station.
It is the middle of the day. It looks like it is like 9 a.m. in the morning. Like this is how long has this guy been doing this? Is this like his morning routine and it's just no one has ever been there before?
Yeah.
Is this like a Hills Have Eyes?
That's
like
Giovanni. He comes to get his petrol every day.
he needs his stimulation.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
He's got a hard job.
Not as hard as other things.
He fills the gas in the booty tank.
So let me ask you this.
Damn. Imagine if like gas accidentally wet up your butt.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
would die.
Is he doing anything with it? Or is it just no, he just wanted the shape.
Go get a dildo.
Right.
Be in your house.
Did you say there was a part 2 to this or an update? Or no?
No, the only update is that like they're still trying to identify the guy. No one's like seemingly to be interested in like trying to identify
There's
him.
a lot of Italian men at petrol stations doing it. So, you know,
They're like,
it's
please.
hard. Like, hey, well, what is he? Average build, average height, how are we supposed to find him?
How do you want us? We cannot find him. We are so busy.
Whoa, is
We
that
have so much
Italian?
cappuccinos.
That's cultural appropriation.
I mean, I don't think you understand some words
I
sometimes.
can't
when you
read.
say,
I can't read.
All I gotta say is, good for him for having.
What is that? Oh,
I can't even see.
that's a Kermit the Frog
No.
with a. Well, you can imagine what you just pretty much. Figure.
I just stumbled upon some memes of it. It's just God.
Yo, there's a whole meme from this.
man.
Yeah, it's like a whole new version of
Dang.
Shocker, I guess.
Dude, what the hell?
Anyways,
You know what? Maybe that's why gas prices are going up so much. Is because this guy's fucking
It's
putting
Italy.
his butt juices.
It's the Italians.
It's like a trickle down effect. It's like affecting us all the way here in America.
Definitely some trickling down.
Dude, all I got.
Yeah.
I know, he just, and also, so did he pre-lube his ass? To be able to get right? Is he walking before he goes and he's like, okay, I need to make sure, how do you put a fucking metal?
Oh.
And those things are not, I mean, obviously this isn't the biggest thing that has obviously been put up someone's butt, but those things are not, and there's a hole and they're metal and it's gonna be cold.
This is blowing her mind right now.
And it's gonna be stinky. It's gonna smell like gas.
I mean, hey,
Maybe he
Don't
likes all
kink shame,
that.
man.
who am I to king shame?
Yeah.
Just don't do it in public. Buy a fucking.
That's the thing.
Buy your own gas station.
Yes.
No, you just
Maybe
Did he
he was-
have it on?
No. It was
It
just
literally.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, he was holding. You know how there's that space before you can hit the
Yeah.
lever for the gas to come out.
Yeah.
He was holding it from that, and then
that's rough.
I mean, this clearly wasn't his first time.
Okay, but if it was your first time you see
not his
this,
first
are you gonna
rodeo.
film it like that, or are you
Honestly,
being like,
I would be
"Whoa,
so
dude."
sneaky. I'd be like, "What?" I'd be so sneaky filming this. That guy clearly was just and now this video has been wiped from the face of the planet because it's
Nah.
not on Twitter anymore. I can't find it.
I can find it for you.
Two
Tony's
seconds.
got access to.
I'm telling you, once it's been on the internet, it never goes away.
Yeah, it's out there.
There's
It's out there somewhere.
Well, I can't find it. I'm not on
Why are you
the.
looking for it?
Because I wanted to show him the video.
Well, it's probably because she uses Bing.
Bing. Bing. Bing.
You know what the number one search in Bing is? Google. That's actual. That's factual. Actual factual.
I'm still on
Actually,
Ask
factually.
Jeeves.
Oh my God, go duck go.
I asked the little paperclip.
in Word.
Can you search guys shoving gas
God.
petrol
Please
thing up his
open
ass
up
jacking off?
Netscape to find video.
You guys, just imagine.
Maybe
you
it's
see
on
this?
a GeoCities site somewhere.
Dang.
Oh my gosh! Imagine the Google cars just passing by and you're on Google Maps forever, shoving this thing up your ass with your big old schlong out.
That would be the coolest.
That'd actually be kind of cool.
If someone found that,
Put it in
somewhere in
my-
Italy, I gotta Google it. Look, and then they just see this dude with it. Oh my God.
I just looking at it.
I would make the Bigfoot stickers of him walking. It's just a black silhouette. I would do the silhouette of a guy with the gas pump in his ass, and then just put
It's
that.
Oh my
stuck in his
God.
ass and has trailing the hose behind it like he ran
Like he
away.
pulled-
It's like
yeah.
he pulled it off.
Okay, that's a great idea, but a worse idea than that, and that's already happened, is someone got a tattoo of that guy
Yo,
doing it. Yes.
Come
Yes.
on, people.
Balls and all. You can see his balls
Guys,
hanging down.
We need to do better. All right,
know what?
this is a message for everyone listening. We need to do better.
That might be
Just
the
at
only
everything.
documentation, because if the video is truly swiped and all the other things are the images are blurred, then that might be the only documentation
We could find it.
that we have.
We can find it.
We can find it.
We can find it. You have you have paranormal news?
She got paranormal news from the Vatican.
Oh, what?
Straight from the Vatican.
Wow. I'm just going to tell you the title. The Vatican has updated its guidelines for evaluating apparitions and supernatural phenomena. So basically, it's not super bad of an article, but it's not great.
Is it trying to get away from the exorcism stuff?
Basically, what they're saying
and
is
it being tied to
between just the Catholics, you have to get it has to get approved that it was either because they're basically trying to debunk spiritual things, and they're saying it's pretty crazy. So you have to the Pope has to deem it basically valid, or
What
else
the hell? By that time, it's too late.
thank you.
That's
it's
like
basically-
every Conjuring movie.
That's what I'm saying.
They're like, it's
And so
fine.
We
they're
don't
like-
got time. We got to do it right now.
It was like since 1987, I think, was the last time they ever altered like any sort of like Catholic law or however it works, like their rules. They haven't altered apparently since 1987. So this was like, whoa, big deal. And they basically are stating like, hey, if you guys claim to have seen Mother Mary or visions of Mother Mary or, you know, baby Jesus
going to hell.
or ghosts, they have to validate whether it was real or not.
How the fuck
Otherwise,
do they do that?
this is my...
You have to send like video in? You have to write them up on parchment?
I read through the whole article and nowhere did it say like how to submit like, hey, I had this crazy thing. So basically, yeah, they're just saying, hey, we're the voice of everything and whatever you say happened, we'll decide.
I really think this is a way for them to try to get away because you know how there's been so many things that have come out about like exorcisms or like people thinking that like, people are possessed by demons and it comes out and like these medical professionals are like, no, actually this is like classic signs of XYZ and this person like starved to death or like
Right.
they just didn't get like the medical help that they needed. So I think this is probably like them trying to like separate because I mean every movie that you watch that is about like demons or like possession, exorcisms, I mean it has roots in the Catholic Church. There's always like like a priest that needs to come or it's like, you know, this latest one which I haven't watched yet, but like Immaculate
Oh yeah.
with Sydney Sweeney where it's like, you know, it's like she's basically giving birth to like the coming of the devil. I don't
the
know.
Antichrist. Or
Yeah, the
whatever,
Antichrist. Thank you for that. Yeah, like so there's a lot of different things like that. So I would assume but it's like that's really weird too because how do you? That's also like putting them back in the spotlight.
I know. That's
for
what I
it.
don't really get.
It's like
is
the
I'm
Barbara Streisand thing or whatever it's called.
And here's the thing, like that's why I don't want to offend anybody. I really don't. And I was raised Lutheran and I've been around church and you know it's whatever. I don't care what you believe. I'm so happy that we have the freedom to believe we want here, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But I do think that it's kind of silly if I was Catholic and that the person that I'm supposed to be looking up to are being like, "Hey, I had this crazy thing," and if he's like, "No, you didn't. That wasn't God," and I'm like, "Well." How can you know that? Just
Yeah.
because you're Mr. Messenger, it's like, dude, I had this thing happen to me, and you're gonna be like, nah, that was just. So basically, it's like, hey, we're gonna decide now.
As you go, all the santos of
That's a ghost song. Yeah.
That's whenever Damien would show up on South Park. He'd always play that. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. I read a book.
No, you didn't.
You
didn't.
Tony.
Not only did I read a book, it was a great book. It was called The Final
you're glowing.
Girls Support Group.
You're glowing.
I am. I was like,
You're like a little bookworm now.
I haven't listened. Like,
God.
I was a bookworm when I was a kid, and you know, like just entertainment's what it is now. So it's like I don't really read books anymore. And I read a book in a really long time. So I started reading a book, Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. And it's what kind of think it's about. It's about a final girls support group.
So there's a bunch of them all together.
There's like, oh gosh, I don't remember exactly what I'm at.
That's
There's like five or six. There's a group of them.
That's an awesome idea, just off the bat.
yeah,
like
and
that's
it's-
really cool.
And I guess like my only, it's kind of a complaint, but not really, I guess, because it kind of better maybe helps you understand. But like each girl's story is like based on a real movie.
I was going to ask if
cool.
it was based off of
So,
like,
like-
you know, like Scream, Halloween.
Yeah, kind of. It's like one girl, her killer that she survived was called the Dream King.
Oh, so
Interesting.
yeah.
So it was Freddy Krueger. And
By
then,
the
like,
way, in case people don't know what, because I didn't know what that word meant.
what word?
Final girl.
Okay.
Like, so if in case you don't know, it's the stereotype that there's always a girl at the end that survives or like beats the killer or like wins or whatever. And so that's what a final girl is. So it's like the last character that lives in every horror movie is usually the girl. That's what that is. Anyways.
Yes.
So, and then they had like a spirit store version of Dream Killer and like all this.
Basically, yeah. Like, and then like another girl is like her killer's basically the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family, and like another girl was Halloween, and like another girl was Ghostface, basically. But like, basically, they have like a support group because it's like, you know, years down the road, and they're trying to like recover. And the main girl that we follow, she's like just super paranoid. Well,
I mean, how could you not be?
right.
Which one? Like, which storyline is hers? The
Shit.
the dream one.
Hers was like I think it was like Jason or something.
Oh, okay.
But, and I'm probably getting all this wrong because I read it and finished it like 2 weeks ago, and my brain is mush, so I forget things. So,
read it really fast.
Sorry. But basically, she like whenever she goes home from the support group, she takes like 4 buses and walks different alleyways and like memorizes people's shoes when they're walking by her on the street to make sure the same pair of shoes. Dang. Like she's just, and when she gets to her house, she has like a cage after, like she walks in the front door, then there's like a cage, and then she has to get through that to get into her house. So like if someone breaks into the front door, they're stuck in this cage. Like it's seriously like crazy.
Good for her.
But basically like, you know, somebody shows up and kills one of them and they're like, oh shit. And she's like, oh, it's starting. Here we go. Like someone's coming after us. And I don't want to like say exactly what happens because, you know, I want
Read the
everybody
damn
to go.
book.
It sounds super interesting. And I kind of like that obviously it doesn't have probably exact storylines, but that it's familiar for horror fans that you can be like, okay, like I understand what they went through and like what this.
Yeah, I guess like for me, it was kind of like, I wish they kind of each had their own original kind of story, but
that would have made it like so much longer because they would probably have to like go into it like a lot.
That's a series.
It was much more like identifiable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre family.
Like I could see this getting big and then doing an individual story if it was like a series. Like if this blows up, then it's like, okay, now we're gonna do
like original
Laurie's character from Halloween, and like now we're gonna do, you know, and
or even like, or it could like go into like more of original, like it's like still Final Girls, but then it's like could be like original.
Making it,
but it was really good. There's a lot of twists in it.
Love it.
It's very much a whodunit, and every time you're like, oh, it's this. Oh, nope, it's not. It's that.
Is it more scary or more mystery?
It's like a slasher movie.
So
like,
there's definitely some horror.
Like
oh yeah,
oh nice.
People are dying with this.
Were you scared reading it?
No.
Were you scared?
Okay.
Sorry.
Damn.
Okay.
What
would you rate it?
I'd give it a whole bunch of goosebumps out of all the goosebumps.
So that's like a 4 out of 5
because I
for
was
people
locked
who
in.
aren't
Like I was
aware.
locked in reading it. I was like,
Is it a perfect book?
No.
Then it's a 4 out of 5.
I'll give it a
That is
perfect.
damn near perfect.
Because I'll say like in the middle, it's kind of like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But once it starts going, oh shit!
Hold on.
Yeah, it starts going.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
But the author Grady Hendrix also wrote another book called My Best Friend's Exorcism, which was turned into a movie. So let's talk about movies.
Yeah.
Boom! I watched My Best Friend's Exorcism
Oh, that was a cool
on
transition.
Prime, and it's about 2 high school girls, best friends, and one of them becomes possessed by a demon.
God.
Oops. How'd that happen?
Oh, SpaghettiOs. They were out at their cabin one night, found a weird building, went inside of it, and a demon was in there. And
Stay at a weird
got into
building.
a
He's
girl's
like,
body.
eeny, miny, miny, moe.
And basically she turns evil and starts doing some very awful things. And the thing with this movie is like, it gets dark. Not like murdery dark, like it's like girls in high school. And they like, she says some fucked up shit to these girls. And it's like, dude, chill. Like
Teenagers are
just chill.
mean.
And it was like, it was hard because it's like, it would get super serious between the friends, but then it would, like, a comedic thing would happen. So it was like, I was like, I don't know what's going on. But my favorite part of the movie, she goes to get some help from this group of guys called Faith and Fitness. And it reminded me of when I was a kid. Whoa. And do you guys remember the Power Team?
Let me look this up.
So there is this group of dudes, big buff like dudes.
Wait, like the American Gladiator guys?
They look like that. But basically they would come out into the church. It was like a church thing. And they were basically like, the power of God is here with me. Jesus Christ is in me. And then they would like smash bricks with their heads.
Is it
and
like
shit.
the righteous gemstone type shit, but like real?
I don't know.
Whoa, it's real. Look at this dude. He's massive.
Yeah,
he just
they would,
elbowed
like-
through cinder blocks.
Yeah, they would punch cinder blocks. They'd rip phone books in half. They'd pick up telephone poles and be like, Jesus Christ gives me the power. Oh, shit. Give me the power. Do this. And like smash bricks with their heads.
Oh, my God.
But I remember because like my friend down the street he came to my house one day. He's like, "Hey, you want to go to church with us?" And I was like, "No."
Absolutely not.
He's like, "We're gonna go see the Power Team," and I'm like,
yes. Why do you leave with that? He left out the most
So
important
I got
thing.
to go see these guys live, and then they
What?
these dudes in this movie, Faith and Fitness. They're basically like the Power Team in
That's
this
awesome.
movie, where they're like picking up giant crosses and they're like lifting up weights and stuff.
Sick.
But she goes to them for help, and hijinks ensue pretty much. But it's good. I liked it.
What would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a like a 2.5 goosebumps
Only 2
out of 5 goosebumps.
on this one penny-sized section of skin. Yep.
Okay.
It's good.
What did you watch it on?
I watched it on Prime.
Prime.
Optimus
I watched it on Prime.
Autobots roll out.
And then I watched another movie.
Another one.
I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, okay. Let me just tell you. I
This
was
past
like
week.
I was on like hour 12 of working and I'm like so
no.
tired. And Tony's like, "Guys, I just watched so many bad movies today.
Dude,
I don't know if I can watch
so
any
many.
more movies."
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then another text comes through. "Guys, all I've been doing is watching horror movies today." And finally I got a good one. And I was like, this motherfucker. I'm so tired right now. All I want to do is like lay on the couch and watch a movie.
This one I'm going to talk about made me want to stop watching movies for a while.
Oh, God.
All
that's
movies. Horror or
bad.
just all movies? Like, I'm done.
It was mainly horror. I was like, you know what? Like that meme where they're like, "That's enough internet for me for today."
Yep, shut the
That's
laptop.
that's exactly what this. It's like, that's enough horror movies for me for this month. It's called Good Boy. It's on Tubi. Kelsey, let me ask you a question. You've used some dating apps, right? You swipe around on that old Tinder, I bet.
She fucked.
A little.
Imagine you meet a guy on there, super handsome,
Okay.
like just like a movie star handsome.
I'll probably be a little
All
wary.
right.
Of course.
And you're like, let's go. You guys agree you're going to go out to dinner.
Okay.
Where?
Fancy restaurant.
What's your fancy restaurant?
Dude, don't worry about it. Shows up in a tux almost, dude.
gonna
Like,
get married.
just like the nicest suit.
He's going to
Okay.
propose.
just fucking chiseled.
Looks like James Bond.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hit it off. Hit it off.
Yeah.
Go back to his place. Shit's all
at her.
good.
Look at her. She's
Like,
all getting sassy
I'm
already.
gonna
Look at
spend the
this.
night. And you're like, you walk up and he's got a house.
On a hill.
A big old nice
Tony
house,
Stark.
dude. And you're like, "Do you live with anybody?" He's like, "I live with my dog. It's just me and my dog."
And you got to take a boat to the house.
No, you don't got to take a boat to the house.
Because it's its own island.
Is his dog a werewolf? Is he a
You
werewolf?
stay the night.
Oh, God. Oh,
And
God.
you
Oh,
wake
God.
up. The dog's in the doorway.
Okay.
It's like staring.
It's a man in a dog suit.
Oh, no.
Wait, it's a man and a
It's a
dog.
man in a dog suit.
Wait, like a real dog?
Ooh, no, like a real man.
Like a real man in a dog costume.
Like a furry?
Yeah.
And it's him?
No.
It's another person, some other person. It's like, that's my dog I live with. And it's like some guy, like, in a furry,
Yeah. And he's
anthropomorphic
just going,
fursuit.
This is making me sick to my stomach.
This
he's so hot.
This movie's
Does he fuck this thing?
fucking.
Probably.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Why is that where your brain goes?
Furries fuck each other in fucking costumes
this
like
has
that.
nothing to do with furries.
Okay, well don't say yes when I say
Well,
ask if
yeah,
it's like
I thought you
furries.
said yes. It was in
Well,
a
I meant
fursuit.
that type of costume.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, that's my dog?"
Yeah, and he treats it like it's his dog. And the
man.
dog acts like it's his
So
dog.
is he like
Pet
in the
play.
bed, like trying to like cuddle up and
Going in
stuff?
circles.
And, like, yeah.
You're like,
Yes.
And he's like, like I have to go pee.
Yes. He's
How hot is this guy? How rich is this guy?
he turns out he's a millionaire
Yes.
because like she goes home, talks to her
Like,
roommate.
what the fuck?
And it's really weird this movie because like immediately you would be like, "Hey, you're not gonna fucking believe this." Like, but she's like, "Hey." Just like that. It's like it's like, "Oh, so how did the date go?" Like nobody's reacting this way.
It was good, but he has a small penis. Like that's like, you know, like it
the
wouldn't
food
be
was
like
okay on the
Yeah, you'd be
date.
like,
He drank a little
you
too
won't
much.
fucking believe this.
Yeah. So her friend's like, "You went on a date with who now? Don't you know who that is? He is a millionaire.
Why is he on this Tinder thing?
So like,
Because he's got a man dog.
he's just like,
is it a dog man?
Whenever she's leaving the house, because she's just like, I gotta get out of here. He's like, will you please just let me explain? And she's like, no, I'm leaving.
Would you let him explain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
I mean, yeah,
I
you
would
would-
need.
right, you would
otherwise, my
need-
whole life, I'm going to
Yeah.
be like, what the fuck? Why?
Plus, I mean,
What
you're on an
happened?
island with this guy, you know?
Yeah.
So you're like, I need to leave.
What
and
island?
I just made it up in my head.
He's like, plus,
I
he's
just
like,
made
plus
it
you're on
up.
this private. like,
I made that up, you know? I'm sorry.
he's like,
So-
plus you had to get flown out there for 4 hours on a private jet,
Yeah.
Maybe like 2.
helicoptered in.
She basically convinces her friend, like, go give this guy a shot because he's a fucking millionaire and he's super hot.
Yes.
So she's like, all right. So like the guy explains to her that like the guy in the suit is his childhood friend who has like lost his whole family and just
this is
came
how
to
he
him
copes?
and just came to him one day and was like, hey, I want to be a dog now.
That's what he did. He scratched at the door.
He just didn't want any responsibilities.
So
Right. What the hell?
then as a dog.
So that's it? Or does it, there's like a twist and
Oh
it's like,
no, that's not.
I was like, because
it.
that doesn't sound.
I mean, it's still a pretty new movie. Like it's only been like out like a year and a half, so I don't want to spoil anything. But like,
There's a twist.
Do I need to watch this?
yes.
I kind of want to watch
Now,
it too.
heads up, there are subtitles,
Oh, it's a
don't
foreign
mind.
movie?
Doesn't
But-
bother me.
I don't think
Ever.
I don't even think it matters.
What was it made? Like, where was it made?
Did you
Do know?
get- I'm
It's
getting-
Norwegian.
I'm getting very Tusk vibes. Is it Tusky?
It's kind of Tusky.
Is it Tuskin? No. But
I'll say.
dude, I'm telling you, those Foghorn Leghorn memes. You guys need to be getting up on your meme game.
What would you rate this movie?
I want to finish my review.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Yeah, me too.
It's not. It's a little bit of a spoiler,
Huh?
Don't do it.
but it might like get
Entice.
you to be like, oh, okay, I got.
I already want to watch it. I'm sold.
No, I need a little bit more.
So
Okay.
she's on the couch. They go on like a little stay-cay vacay kind of thing.
So
to a
she
cabin.
goes out with him again.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna go spend the weekend with him and the dog, so she can bond with the dog or whatever.
She
Because
pet
she's
it
like,
and stuff?
yeah, because she's like, I'm gonna give it a real chance. So they're having a good time.
Oh my
They're having a
god.
real good time. She's like, pat the dog's head. She's always on her phone, girls.
Women.
And the guy is like, hey, how about we don't have phones this weekend, okay? Like, put your phone away because you're always on it.
Like,
Sussy.
leave it
I
at
just-
home?
Sussy.
No. He
Oh, just-
locks it. He puts it away in like a closet
I
somewhere.
already hate that. You don't take it.
Hey. While he's putting the phone away, the dog jumps in her lap
And it's like, help me.
and opens up the mess like, you need to get the fuck out of here. This man is insane. He's crazy. Get us out of here. And like goes back to being a dog. And she's just like,
Oh, dang.
she's like, what?
After he puts the phone away. Why wouldn't he do that before? There had to be another chance before he's going to put this
Right?
fucking lock this
Yeah.
phone away,
Yeah.
And
and it gets crazy.
things escalate.
I'm sold. I gotta watch this.
So-
I have to.
Where did you say you watched this?
It's on Tubi.
Tubi, which
I
is
think it's
free.
also on Prime, but yeah, Tubi's free. So,
Dude, Tubi on
dude,
fire.
Tubi's is
on
brilliant.
Yeah.
fire.
Tubi
Also,
has been.
I didn't watch it, but I saw, is it Low Life? Low Lifes?
Low Lives.
Yeah, so that's on my list now. I just downloaded Tubi like 2 days ago because it's just movie
Yeah.
after movie after movie. It's like they just keep coming out. Also, I was really sad. I thought the Sasquatch Sunset was like if you have Prime, but it's only rent or buy.
It's only on rent now.
And it was like
I mean,
$15. I was like,
it'll
no
be
way.
streaming soon.
Yeah, but I just meant because I said I was gonna watch it because I thought it was on Prime, but it's like $15, and I'm sorry, I can't. So
one more movie.
yep, hit
Because
me.
like I said, I watch a lot. I finished The Conjurings.
Oh,
I watched Conjuring 3.
Wait, you didn't rate Bad Boy or Good,
Good Boy, I'm going to give it a good 3 Goosebumps, 3.5 maybe.
Okay.
out of 5.
Out of 5 Goosebumps.
Nice.
Conjuring 3. Phew. They tried something new, and it did not work.
Oh no.
So the first 2 movies is very much like, oh, a family is dealing with a haunted house. We need to go help them. This one is based on a case, and these are all based on true stories. Is based on the case of a guy who murdered his landlord and pleaded not guilty by demonic possession.
Okay.
So this is more of a murder mystery kind of thing. They're trying to figure out like, is he really possessed? What's causing it? All this stuff. They find like little thing under the house, which is like, oh my gosh, you're possessed.
Whoa.
And it turns out like somebody's like an occult member, a Satan group. And it wasn't very good. I didn't really like it at all.
Okay.
At all. So
Was not scary.
worst of the Conjuring so far.
Definitely the worst of the
So it's
Conjurings.
like Conjuring.
It's Conjuring,
Conjuring
2, and then Conjuring 3.
just falls
So how many goosebumps?
None.
zero goose.
Zero goosebumps.
Not
a
one
si-
goose.
The first 2 Conjuring movies at least had a moment where I was like, "Ah!" This one had a moment where I was just like,
Oh, wow.
and I
wow,
felt
wow.
so bad because like every time I'm about to watch a movie, I go to my kid, 15-year-old Calvin, up there in his bedroom. You know, he's a teenager, just wants to hang out in his room. And I always open the door. I'm like, yeah, I want to watch a movie. Want to watch a movie? And he's always like, nah. I'm like, cool, because, you know, teenagers. This time, though, he's like, sure.
Oh, and then you're like, oh, it's a
And
stinker.
it's like, yeah,
Damn
I'm
it.
like,
You're like, no.
no.
It's like when you're showing someone like your favorite movie or like a scene from something, and then they're like not reacting,
They're
and you're
not.
like sitting there, and you're
Oh
like,
no, yeah. Well, that's how it's like. You go in with zero expectations. Don't go in being like, dude, you got to see this thing. I got to hear this thing because people are already like, oh, okay, it's the best. And then when you're like, and they're like, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, this just
you're like, kill
surprise
him.
them. Yeah, kill him.
kill him.
And I think the problem, too, is like I started reading more into like Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Oh yeah, the actual.
The actual ones,
Yeah.
and it really like soured me on the movies because it was like, that's not what he's like. Like
Yeah.
in like Conjuring 2, like Ed Warren just like he's singing Elvis on cars like, oh, baby.
No, they're fucking
And he's
weirdos.
like, but like in real life, he was just like a major asshole, like just
Really?
not cool, like was not.
That's probably
Wasn't
why
he
they
like-
did those things.
He
that
was
they
kind
did.
of like a, wasn't he like kind of like a chunky white guy, just like some.
yeah,
Yeah, and then like they made him like super attractive and tall in this one, and it's just like
yeah,
and like lively and nice, like yeah. Like
Yeah.
you're just like that's not him at all.
If you were like seeing demons and possessions and like ghosts all the time, like you're gonna be fucking grumpy.
Right. Like I don't
You're
think
gonna
I
be a
would be
piece of
happy
shit.
either. But
Yeah,
don't
I'd be
put him
like,
in a movie
gotcha.
like that. Then like come on,
It's Hollywood.
Hollywood, baby.
Get your
But I
fucking
will
head in the
say,
game.
if they ever do make like a Conjuring 4, I'll go to the theater and see it. I
What
won't
would
wait.
you want it to be?
Just get back to the basics, man. Just get
Back
back
to
to
the
the
basics.
Demons.
haunted houses, man.
Yeah.
A little creepy.
I don't need
a little spooky.
We don't need. Don't deviate.
All right.
Don't be making Fast and Furious and then just be like, we're not gonna have any cars in this one.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, no. That's interesting you say that because if I remember correctly, you have a tattoo on your arm, your forearm,
Yeah.
and that was the first Halloween movie.
Yeah.
That was like totally not.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a home run, dude.
Guess what? When I first saw Halloween 3,
Hated
I
it.
fucking hated it.
So maybe you
Well,
should
maybe
watch
that
this.
movie.
Yeah, maybe you
you'll
should watch
love
this again and you'll love it. Yeah.
Maybe you'll learn to love it.
Oh no. This does not have any catchy. None of that. Anyways, anybody else watch any movies?
Hell yeah. Kelsey, did you?
I did. I think I'm gonna save it for next week's episode.
Okay. All right. I'll do you want okay, I gotta come what? I
Give
didn't
us a
watch
poll,
all
give us a
horror.
poll.
I didn't watch all horror. So I have like 3 things that is not horror.
Why'd you watch 3 non-horror
Because
movies
I didn't
to
pick
review
them.
on the horror movie podcast?
Because I didn't pick them.
So do the horror one,
So
and
do
then
the-
I'll do mine next week, and then
Since I reviewed
then-
3 horror movies, review a non-horror movie.
I have a show that's kind of along the lines, and then I have
I swear to God, if you say Young Sheldon or something.
Jesus Christ. Come on. Give me some Jesus.
Brian, you're a wild card. It
Thank you.
Could be something like that.
Thank you. No, it's did you guys ever see Poor Things? The new movie that's like won all the things.
I know what it is, but I
Oh
didn't
yes,
watch
with
it.
Emma Stone. Fucking weird.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
saw it?
I watched it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
don't
one
know.
of the things that you're gonna?
I saw that.
We could talk about that.
I mean, it's fucking weird. It's not horror at all, or even like really mystery, but
But it's definitely like weird. Like it's a weird movie that is like
it's
not
one of
quite
those
horror,
things where
but
it's like there's a lot of
kind of like sci-fi, kind of a little bit.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and the like I can't give an exact example of a movie that it does like this, but it's where it's like you realize that it's mostly like our reality,
But it's not
it's
quite.
just a little bit more off of normal humanity. So you're like what's another movie? I swear to God, there's so many examples, but I can't think of them.
It's almost like a Tim Burton movie, kind of,
Yeah.
but like set in like
Ye-
human.
That's actually a pretty good way because it's just weird. You're like, I thought it was like some girl with, I don't know. I just saw a commercial for it like once and I was like, I don't know if she's just rude or if she has like some sort of like, what is her thing? But there's clearly something non-typical about her. And so I was like, what is it? And now I found out what like the story is, but I was just like, I don't know. It was just kind of, I have to give it like props for being like creative. They kind of made it in a weird world that's like I said, mostly like us, but it's a whole movie was weird.
Yeah.
The writing was weird. The acting was good, of course, but it's just like,
I mean, Emma Stone won Best Actress. So basically the premise of this is you're following this mad scientist who is supposedly like one of the greatest surgeons of all time. He's teaching this class, goes home, and there's this woman that's Emma Stone. She's acting weird, you know, almost acting as if like she maybe has like something like maybe like special needs
learning
or like
disability.
Yeah, like a learning disability or something like that. And then as like the story progresses, I mean, obviously she's beautiful and like she just like everyone that meets her is like fascinated by her for some reason, which is like
I don't think she's even that attractive. I'll be honest. I don't think she's that hot, but everyone in the movie is like entranced with her instantly. And it started to bother me. It's also a 2 hour and 40-minute long movie.
Yeah, it's almost 3 hours.
That's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I walked into it like, all right, I'll just sit and watch this real quick. It's supposed to be like the best thing ever. And I was like, 2.5 hours? Oh my God. I got through it, but I was like, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I just think it's very, I hate the word woke, but like there was a lot of that. And I was all about the like woman standing up to the man thing because that was badass. The shit she said to, who's the guy that plays the Hulk? Mark Ruffalo, whatever.
Yeah, it's him. Willem Dafoe is the surgeon.
Love
so
Willem
it's a
Dafoe.
wonderful cast.
Yeah, it's a weird movie, but it's got a lot of little funny parts. It's very quippy and very smart. It reminded me of a Wes Anderson movie. Which you
But
have
like
to
less,
be
like
less artsy, but you still, it's so weird. You have to like it very specifically, and then you'll love this movie.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that really loved it. I agree. I was like kind of meh on it. But yeah, I don't want to give away like the twist, but I kind of guessed what happened because it shows you a scene in the beginning of this woman jumping off of a bridge and all these things. And so like, you know, there's all these twists and turns. It turns out like she had like a new identity, like once like this man like, you know, like saved her basically, and like did like something to her, the surgeon. And then her husband comes and says, "You're coming home with me." Turns out it was like a horrible life. And then you learn what the twist is during this.
Now, I'm not going to say what the ending was.
No, I'm not going to say that either.
I hated it.
I guessed it right away in the beginning of the movie.
I was so mad because, well, I could talk to you after. Anyways, the movie's crazy. If you just want something to just go like, wow, this is out there.
Yeah.
And not in
I
like
think it's worth one watch.
Yeah. And it's not weird where it's like unwatchable. It's not that bad. But it's
and
just
I think
like
it's beautifully shot, like you're saying.
Yeah.
It's great acting.
I just didn't love it.
No, and I think too, I think it's one of those movies where it's like you either are meh on it or like you really like it. Because like for Emma Stone to get Best Actress in this one, like the category like was so amazing this year. Like, I don't know.
You know what's funny about that movie though? You could tell every time that it wasn't like, I mean, there was CGI, but like everyone looked like a set. It looked like they were in a studio to me.
Yeah, but I think
like,
it almost like that was kind of like a part of that world.
I think so
to like
too.
make
Yeah,
it like
looked almost fake.
almost surreal.
Very strange movie. Anyways, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was cool, but I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. But I thought it was original enough, and the acting, I gotta say, really good. I hated the end because I wanted something better, and I can't believe they didn't go that way. And if you watch the movie, I think you'll understand.
Yeah, I would give it. Yeah, I think I would give it like 3 goosebumps.
Oh, the goosebump method. Yeah. I also watched now. Do you guys want me to do the? Oh yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Have you guys seen a show called The Hunger?
No.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Maybe.
This is a early Showtime, like early DirecTV in the very beginnings, because the Showtime logo is not even the same one it is now. This is 1997, David frickin' Bowie. If you guys don't know about this, I've just stumbled upon this. Was it on Tubi? Fuck, it might be Tubi again. Either way, David Bowie was in a show called The Hunger in 1997. It ran for only a few seasons. The best way I can describe this It's, you know, that guy that does like I can't remember the show. He's like the mystery dude that's like, did you guess that was real? Well, you were wrong.
Fact or Fiction.
That one.
With Jonathan Frakes.
Fact or Fiction.
Love that show.
Black Mirror. Heavy Black Mirror, right? And maybe not like 24 for plot, but for the like the way it's shot of like 24, right? This show should be amazing. It's David Bowie talking about like, you know, these like super existential ideas and like people wishing for wishing for things, and then it kind of ends up happening, but it ruins their life somehow. It's a very dark show, and there's like some boobs in it and stuff because it's Showtime, so they can get away with this. But it's so much like Black Mirror episodes, except the first one is like all about David Bowie, and then there's a twist at the end, and you go, oh my God. It's like David Bowie's Twilight Zone, 1997.
I'm going to look that up.
But here's the problem with it.
The hunger.
Here's the problem with it. The freaking show is so obnoxiously edited that I can't watch it. It's unwatchable.
Oh, no.
Like harsh cuts or like
All of it. Like laughably, hysterically bad. The best way, the one word I can describe this show is edgy. It's like take every time in all of the 50 seasons of CSI where they tried to do like a crazy shot or make it like really, but in a 45-minute episode. It is abysmal.
It's like that movie. There's like this movie called Ambulance with Michael Bay. It was like Michael Bay's like most recent one, but it was like the first time Michael Bay discovered drones.
Oh, so
and so started using like drones for some of it. So there's just like he's using drones to just go through a doorway. Like it's just drone shots going under cars and everything. You're
like I'm gonna get seasick.
But like,
okay, so that's funny you said that because I swear I don't get motion sickness, but like it was
just on a regular TV.
It was enough to be like, dude, stop, because it's just like crazy zoom in, transition.
I can't watch
David
that.
Bowie looking into a with a light shining on his face.
There was
edgy.
Dang.
It's so bad.
That's really too bad because it sounds like a really cool premise.
Yes, and so
Hopefully
take
they
the
redo
darkness of Black Mirror, but just make it like, okay, perfect example. You guys remember DVDs back in the day, and you would start when it said, "You wouldn't steal a car, would you?" And it's like, and all the writing's popping up, and this guy's like ducking through an alley, stealing CDs, and it's like, why are you doing this? It's that
because piracy's not a
because guess what? 20 years later, you fucking remember.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't steal CDs.
Well, I'll tell you
don't
what.
steal cars.
you
don't pirate movies.
This show is equally as memorable as it is forgettable because it's David Bowie, and I want to love it. He plays this like kind of crazy artist named like Julian Pierce, and he's like this like super macabre, and like he does shocking things, right? And people are like, oh my God, but now he's like washed up. But then he also is like the Twilight Zone guy, and he does like little prologues and epilogues at the end where he's like, oh, well, you might, you know, you don't always get what you wish for, or whatever. He'll say some things like that. And I'm like, I don't know whether I really like this or I really hate this, but it's an edgy mess. And if you want to give it a shot, I think it was on Tubi, but either way, look it up. It's
the hunger.
It's rough.
All right.
But it's
I
David
won't watch
Bowie,
it.
so maybe watch the first episode to give it a shot.
I don't think I can.
It's a lot, man.
It reminds me of like there's a period where believe it or not, there's a period where I did not watch WWE. I was only watching like the main pay-per-views. I wasn't watching the weekly shows.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the guy who's like in charge of their production, his name was Kevin Dunn. He's not there anymore. Thank fucking God.
Whoa.
But he was doing what you said, where it was like somebody like a wrestler was like hitting a guy with a chair, and the camera would just do this and start doing this with it. Or like when somebody's getting punched, the camera would start zooming in and out, and it's like, stop. It. Like, why are you doing this?
Yes. That is exactly what that show is.
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh, cool, David Bowie. And he's, you know, super like
so it's
dark.
Like wrestler was like, oh, cool, so cool. No.
Yeah, because he plays like he's got like a little bit of scruff, and he's kind of like this broken artist, and he's in this giant like warehouse, and it's really industrial and weird 90s shit, man. Just at least like watch 5 minutes of it just to be like, oh my God, he was right, because I'm telling you, I've never seen something so just rattling. Like I even watched like Cloverfield and the movies that found footage stuff that
hate
gave
that
people
shit.
motion sickness. I was like, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's all right. Dude, this I can't watch it. I tried a second episode and it's just as bad. But
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of
Is
here.
it time to skedaddle?
Yeah, man.
Is.
Why don't you grab your nameless, gigantic Fresno Nightcrawler with a giant booty and let's get up out of here.
Hi, guys. Make sure to go to scaredycast.com to see everything that we have coming up, especially our live show happening at Ghost Light Theater June 15th with special guest Nathan Basil, where he's going to sign a special behind-the-scenes mask for one lucky winner. We're going to have some improv, maybe some other giveaways happening, as well as meet and greets, autographs, photos, and just talking with the crew after the show. You can go to scaredycast.com to get those tickets, as well as patreon.com/scaredycast. So then that way we can go on even more adventures, because we want you to check out our first Scaredy Quest collaboration with Wooden Head Collective on YouTube right now. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's super fucking great. So make sure to head to YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for your support. We'll see you right here next week.
Goodbye, everybody. Damn, that was a great outro.
It's almost like I do that.
week.
It's almost like I do that for my job.